What it feels like to be pure awareness. Do you ever feel like you're caught in a storm of your own thoughts? That constant inner chatter, the voice in your head that narrates your life, telling you who you are, what to worry about, what you should have done differently. It feels like it never, ever stops. It's easy to believe that you are that voice. It feels like the very center of you. But what if you're not? What if, behind all that mental noise, there's a quiet, peaceful awareness that's been with you your whole life, just waiting for you to notice it? An intelligence that isn't made of thought. What if you could get a feel for this yourself, right here and now? Maybe you've just forgotten what true inner silence feels like. In the next few minutes, I'm going to guide you through a simple practice to help you remember, to feel what some contemplative traditions call pure awareness. There's nothing to achieve, no special state you have to force. The invitation is simply to recognize something that's already here. Section 1. The Prison of Thought. For most of us, our whole experience of life is filtered through a constant stream of thinking. And look, the mind is an incredible tool. It plans, it solves problems, it creates breathtaking art and technology. But a tool is something you use when you need it, and then you put it down. Imagine if you couldn't put down a hammer. You'd carry it everywhere, sleep with it, try to eat with it. It would quickly go from being helpful to being a huge burden. This is how many of us live with our thinking minds. It's just always on. This non-stop thinking can create a very convincing sense of self, an ego, built from memories, beliefs, and stories. It spins a tale about who we are. I'm a success, I'm a failure, I'm an anxious person, I'm not good enough. We can become completely identified with this story. We start to believe we are the story. And because stories are always changing and always vulnerable, we end up living with a background hum of fear and anxiety. We're afraid of losing the good parts of our story and terrified of the bad parts. Some philosophical and contemplative traditions suggest this is the tyranny of an unobserved mind, a prison whose walls are built from our own thoughts. They propose that when our sense of self is completely tangled up with our thoughts and emotions, we live in fear of those things changing or ending. This perspective suggests this is a root of a great deal of human suffering. It's a tragedy, not because suffering is unavoidable, but because we've mistaken one part of our experience, this stream of thinking, for the whole of who we are. But the most profound insight from these traditions is this: you are not the prison. You aren't even the prisoner. You are the space in which the prison seems to appear. You're the awareness that is conscious of the thoughts but isn't made of thought itself. Beginning to see this for yourself is the start of a deep and genuine freedom. Section 2. The Sky and the Clouds. So what is this awareness? It can be tricky to grasp with the mind, so one of the most powerful ways to understand it is through a metaphor. I invite you to imagine that your awareness, your fundamental nature, is like the vast, open, endless blue sky. It's always here. It's spacious, calm, and serene. It's the silent, knowing backdrop of your entire life. Now your thoughts, your emotions, your sensations, all the experiences that come and go are like clouds. Some clouds are white and fluffy, beautiful to look at. Think of these as your happy thoughts and joyful feelings. Some clouds are dark and stormy. These are your fears, your worries, your anger. They can feel frightening and seem to block out the entire sky. From our usual point of view, we're like someone on the ground staring up, completely fixated on the clouds. We identify with them. When a dark cloud shows up, we say, "I am sad," or "I am angry." We believe we've become the storm. We forget all about the blue sky that's always there behind it all. We forget that the sky is never harmed by the clouds. A storm can rage, lightning can flash, but the sky itself remains untouched and undisturbed. The clouds are just temporary events passing through the sky's vastness. In this analogy, pure awareness is the sky. It's the space that allows for everything to happen within it. It acts like a silent witness. Think of it like a mirror that reflects whatever appears before it without judgment or commentary. The mirror doesn't become the reflection. It simply allows the reflection to be. To feel what it's like to be pure awareness is to shift your sense of identity from the passing cloud to the ever-present sky. It's the realization that you are not the thought, but the space in which the thought arises. You are not the emotion, but the stillness that holds the emotion. This isn't something you have to create or achieve. It's a perspective you can remember. Section 3. Preparation for the practice. And now I invite you to have a direct experience of this. This isn't about trying to stop your thoughts or force yourself to be peaceful. That would just be more effort, more mental clutter. Some call this the method of no method because it's really a practice of non-doing, of simply allowing and noticing. First, please find a comfortable position. You can be sitting in a chair with your feet flat on the floor and your spine upright but not rigid. Or you can lie down if that feels better for you. The exact posture isn't what's important. What's important is letting your body feel at ease. Let your hands rest gently on your lap or by your sides. And when you're ready, I invite you to gently close your eyes. If you'd prefer, you can keep them slightly open with a soft, unfocused gaze on the floor in front of you. Let's begin by taking one deep, conscious breath together. Breathing in fully, filling your belly and chest. And as you breathe out, just let go. Let go of any obvious tension you might be holding in your body. Let your shoulders drop. Let the tiny muscles in your jaw and around your eyes soften and relax. Now just let your breath find its own natural rhythm. There's no need to control it or change it at all. Just allow the breath to breathe itself. You've been breathing your whole life without thinking about it. For a moment, just rest your attention in the quiet intelligence that is breathing you. Section 4. Guided Micro-Practice. Now gently bring your attention inside your body. Feel the points of contact your body is making with the chair or the floor. Feel the pull of gravity and give the weight of your body over to it completely. I invite you to notice the feeling of aliveness inside your hands. You might feel a tingling, a warmth, a vibration. There's no right or wrong thing to feel. Just notice the subtle energy, the life that is present in your hands. Now see if you can feel that same aliveness in your feet. This feeling isn't a thought, it's a direct sensation. Just rest your attention here, in the simple feeling of being alive in your body. This can be a wonderful anchor to the present moment. As you rest here, you'll notice that thoughts will inevitably show up. That's just what minds do. They produce thoughts. Don't try to fight them or push them away. That only creates more struggle. Instead, let's try relating to them in a new way. See if you can view them like those clouds passing in the sky, or like sounds that you hear, which arise and then fade away on their own. When a thought appears, just notice it. You could even silently label it, very gently, as thinking. And then, without getting hooked into the story of the thought, gently guide your attention back to the feeling of aliveness in your hands, or to the gentle rhythm of your breath. If your mind wanders 100 times, you just gently bring it back 100 times. Each time you notice you've wandered, that moment of noticing is a moment of awareness. You've woken up again. Allow the thoughts to come and go. See if you can notice the space between thoughts, even if it's just for a split second. In that gap, there is stillness, there is peace. That is a taste of the sky. That is the silence you may have forgotten. Listen for the silence that's underneath and in between any sounds you may hear. Now, for the next minute or so, let go of focusing on anything at all Let go of the breath. Let go of the body. I invite you to simply rest. Rest as awareness itself. Be the knowing. Be the vast, open, silent space that is aware of these words, aware of any sensations, aware of any thoughts that may still be passing through. Recent scientific research is beginning to explore these reported experiences of minimal phenomenal experience or pure consciousness. This space is not a thing. It has no form. It can feel like nothing, and yet it holds everything. Many traditions describe it as pure consciousness, freed from being identified with thought forms. It is peace. It is pointed to as the essence of who you are. Just rest here. Be the space. Be the stillness. Section 5. Returning and Integration. Now, as we prepare to close this short practice, gently begin to bring your awareness back to the feeling of your physical body. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest with each breath. Slowly and gently, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing some soft movement back into your body. Take your time. There's absolutely no rush. When you feel ready at your own pace, allow your eyes to slowly drift open, bringing the room back into your awareness. But as you do, see if you can keep a sense of that inner stillness, that feeling of spaciousness you just touched. You've just had a taste of what it feels like to rest as awareness. This peace, this stillness, isn't something you earned or achieved. It's a natural quality of your being. It's always available to you, in any moment, simply by pausing and shifting your attention from the content of your experience to the context of awareness that holds it all. The real practice is learning how to carry this sense of spaciousness with you into your daily life. Life itself becomes the meditation. When you're walking, feel your feet on the ground. When you're drinking tea, just drink the tea. A few times a day, take just a few seconds to pause and become aware of the silence behind the noise. You don't need to stop your thoughts. You just need to remember to be the awareness behind them. Conclusion. If this practice resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe for more guided journeys into the heart of presence. And please feel free to share your experience in the comments below. Reading about your journey is a wonderful gift to everyone here. Remember the metaphor. You are not the fleeting clouds of thought and emotion. You can identify with the vast, unchanging, and peaceful sky. You are already whole. You are already free. You just have to remember where to look.